Hey everyone, sorry about that. I think my service provider does some kind of update in the middle of the morning. So right now it's the middle of the morning for me. But it seems pretty consistent that they do maybe turn off the internet and then restart it at a certain time. Um, I guess it doesn't affect like regular people, but since I'm, streaming at this time, it affects me. But I apologize for getting disconnected there. So I don't think we'll have any more interruptions. Maybe in the future, I think maybe we'll start to stream a little bit later or something. And then I think it always happens around 3:20, I want to say. But anyways, hopefully didn't lose too many people here. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that again. So back at it. Tier 6 CVC. Getting our points. Doing our tag team. I think we're okay. I think we're back, right? I think we're back now. I see green. I see green bars. Green bars looks good. Okay. Hey, Jeeden, man, what's up? Yeah, I was just saying that I think my internet service provider, they must do some kind of like network update in the middle of the morning. Um because this seems to be happening like frequently. I don't get any drops throughout the day for my internet, but in the middle of the morning, it very periodically drops. I don't know, around like 1, 2, 3 a.m. So I feel like they do something, but I don't know why they would do it or what they're doing. But something always happens in the middle of the night, where I disconnect like once and then quickly come back. So obviously very annoying when you're streaming and stuff. um, Maybe I'll send the inquiry in. But should be okay. I don't think I ever had like multiple interruptions, so should be back. All right. Tag team arena. Tag team arena. Okay, let's go. 5 classic arena fights. Oh dang. That's UDKs. Come on. It's like you could put some other champ, man. Like why? Why do you have to put UDK there? Just gobbles up your time. There we go. Nice. So we used up all our bonus points already. So that kind of was pretty quick, but they don't give you too much bonus points to start. I think it's only like 20,000 bonus points. Bum. Not sure. Can't really check right now. Hey, Adrian, what's up, man? Welcome, guys. Yeah, I apologize for the earlier disruption to the stream. So welcome back, everybody that made it back. But we should be back. No more interruptions. Let's do our CVC grind. how much you played this game. I play this game every day, if that's what you mean. Yeah, and I guess I play a lot. I guess I play a lot. I actually have two accounts. You see, I play two accounts. So I do play two accounts. Both are level 100. One is the one I'm focusing on more now. So oh, I see. Oh, when I started. I started at the end of 2020. So I've been playing about 3 years, just over 3 years. Yeah. My first account I started in September, and then my second account I started in December. So about a year and 3 months. Oh, sorry, 3 years and 3 months, or 3 years roughly. Yeah. Yeah, I started at the end of the Krila fusion. I remember Krila. So not as long actually as some other content creators. Like they've been around for a long time. But yeah, I only started making content since last year. So 2023 was when I started putting stuff on my YouTube channel for Raid. But I've been playing Raid for about 3 years. Good luck on my main. Yeah. Yeah. My main account has the most insane luck for a free-to-play player. For actually for any player actually. For any player, it doesn't matter if you are free or not. Because you could be a spender and have really bad luck. Yeah, I don't spend and I have like insane luck. So I don't deny, and it's very obvious. Yeah, my account is very crazy. Like me playing all 2 years, I don't have any meta arena champions, for example. I mean, the thing is, like, you could get it all very quickly. Your luck can change very quickly, right? I know for this account, like, I pulled Sifi and Necrit in the same day. You know, just a 2x for a fusion long time ago. And I got Sifi and Necrit in the same day. You know, your luck can change like instantly. And then you know, I got Theodore and Nut in the same day. Like, just happens, right? It can. Well, you know, it can. You know, being optimistic, being pessimistic, it'll never change. So sometimes it never changes. That's the sad part, right? It could never change for some people. Okay, so faction wars, don't lose a champion. Seems like doable. You should have seen Bloody Nine's luck in Jaeger. Went from okay to top tier and it wasn't stopping. Yeah, he did pull some what did he pull? He pulled Archer, right? He pulled Archer and I think he pulled Archer. I forgot what else he pulled. He pulled something else that was insane. But yeah, you know, good luck. It can happen anytime. Just it's best not to have too much high expectations. So like for example, like if you spend like 20,000 energy farming a dungeon, you're like hoping for good gear. Of course you hope for good gear, but realistically you're probably not going to get that much good gear. You're probably gonna get like maybe 2 pieces. Depends, right? But keep your expectations in check, of course, right? Your expectations in Neri. Don't worry, the guarantee's coming. You gotta blame yourself though, because you missed the guarantee. You weren't prepared. It's just like me. It's okay. You can blame yourself. It's just like me. I don't have Geomancer. I can only blame myself. I had the 40 Ancients. I had 40 Ancients for Geomancer 2 years ago. I didn't pay it. I didn't pay 40 Ancients because, oh, he's just an epic. I'll get him. Nope. Both were after 2x. That's no excuse, man. You gotta be strong. You gotta be strong, man. You gotta be strong and prepared. You can only blame yourself when you're not prepared. But yeah, Aniri, yeah, Aniri's kind of those critical ones. Hopefully you have Blizzard, I guess. I mean, Blizzard plus 5-star Soul can solo Sand Devil, right? With 4 food. You don't need a Neri anymore. This guy I'm screen capping. Pull for epics on 2x advice. It's true. It's true. If you need epics, pull during 2x. But I suffered having no Geomancer for 2 years already. I gave up on Geomancer. I do a full team at the moment. No food, but I get food on IG. Oh, I see. Full team, eh? I mean, whatever works. On one of my accounts, I have to do a Cybele based team for Sand Devil. I do have a Neri, I do have Ninja, but I don't have a Neri properly booked to farm food. Two 33 minutes, yeah. Seems okay. That kind of sucks though, because usually like around that time you can have food with it. Yeah. My other account I use Cybele, and it takes me about a minute and a half, but no food. Neri Ninja is like 2.5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Neri Ninja. "30-second double nut. Cornelia and Lydia wasn't working, or I did it wrong." We'll have to take a look. I think it does work. Cornelia can get resisted. First of all, Cornelia can get resisted, so that's a fail chance. And then Lydia can get resisted too, so you can get a fail chance there too. But yeah, you have to take a closer look. Like, are you short damage or? Yeah, I have to take a closer look. Your team would need to be like close to I'm gonna squish the village. Hey Joe, what's up, man? What are the books needed for Nier to farm with food? I'm not 100% sure, but you need to be short books somewhere. So for example, Neri, I think her passive needs 1 book short, something like that. If you fully book your Neri, then she can't do food anymore. But if you do it 1 turn short on this one, I think it works. It's either this passive or her cooldown. It's one or the other on her revive or her passive revive. I'm not too sure. I only have 1 Neri to I can't even test it, so but and also you have to like RNG into it, so it's not something that you can easily do, which is kind of annoying, of course, right? So what do we got? We got 400 perception pieces. You know what I did yesterday that was actually very, very big? I actually cleared 300 pieces of gear from my stash. That's like a massive gear cleanse for myself. Usually my gear cleanse is like 100 pieces, but I said I'm done. I'm done with my crappy gear. I'm just gonna get rid of it all. So here I'm just gonna, whoops. So if you guys didn't know, RSL Helper can actually do your gear crafting, which is super awesome. So you set it to 100 runs, so you make 100 items, and then you press play, and then it's just gonna auto. Oh shit! I gotta stop this. It's doing a swift parry. Okay, I want resilience. Okay, 150 pieces. Auto forge. Okay, so now this is gonna run, and I'm gonna play my other account. Both damage and setup. 300. Yeah, I made 300 spaces. I know, unheard of, right? Yeah, yeah. So when it makes the pieces, it's only going to keep pieces that fit your requirements as well. So it's like farming a dungeon. It's awesome. It's awesome when it works. Sometimes this doesn't work though. Sometimes helper is a little bit. It doesn't work super well because I play 2 accounts. There must be something wrong playing 2 accounts. Like the screen or image capturing or something gets all funky. You're at 1331. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think if you're over 100, I think you're good. I make 100 spaces work very often, but right now I have 300 spaces. Feels so good. You haven't used it much. Early on it was stopping nonstop. Turned out delay too low. Oh yeah. There's some settings and stuff to get used to for sure. Also the gear selling part of RSL Helper can be very, very finicky. Yeah. So yesterday I tried to use the gear auto sell. So I was like managing my inventory on RSL Helper. So what I mean by that is like on RSL Helper, there's like you can see your gear inventory. So I was managing it here, and then I was trying to sell it, and then it wouldn't sell. So I would have done all that work for no reason, but I manually moved each piece that I selected. So from here, I already like picked some pieces, and then it wouldn't sell automatically. So I would have to like manual pick each piece in game. It was a little bit tedious, but at least got the results in the end. Whoa, was that a 6-star epic boot that just got removed? Yeah. You know, I think a lot of people, they like get like paralyzed. Actually, I know this 100%. People 100% get paralyzed in this game. And then they even quit the game because it's no longer fun or it's so stressful to look at, right? So things like your inventory being full or your inbox being full, and then you have to spend time to manage it, and then you don't have time to manage it, and then you have pressure of doing like these events, but it feels so bad doing these events when your inventory is full and you can't even collect gear from those events, but then you feel pressure to manage your inventory, and then they just quit the game. You know, like I totally get it, man. Like I totally get that. People just get so paralyzed in this game doing stuff, and then it's like, oh, there's so much content in the game or so many events happening. What do I do? And then they get paralyzed. They don't know what to do, and then they probably do something really stupid. It's funny, man. Hey, what's up, Seeger? How are you, man? Welcome. That's me in Path of Exile. Like, I say that people get paralyzed, and it happens like in all ranges of players for sure. Like, you can be brand new playing Raid, get paralyzed because of so much info, get overwhelmed. But you could be like a late game player and get hella overwhelmed too. There's just so much stuff happening, and there's like pressures to, there's like time pressures and stuff, right? And like even something like, oh, I need to manage my gear inventory. I need to manage my champion inventory. It's like, oh, I need to pull shards, but I can't because my inventory is full. But I can't get rid of my champs because there's, what do I do? I just feed them, and then it's, yeah, you're just paralyzed. You're paralyzed, and then it's like, oh, I can't do anything because all my stuff is full, and I can't manage it because I don't have silver. I don't have time. I feel that 100% I get paralyzed even now. Yeah, for sure. And you're like a late game, end game player, right? So it's like, and I guess, that's why people pay. That's why people pay people to manage stuff, right? That's why like services exist, like gear cleanse services and, whatever services. That's why they exist. People can't spend an hour looking at gear, right? Just to clear a box so they can fill it up again. But yeah, some people just can't, they can't afford to spend the time. So then you spend the money or you have to quit the game. The guy you pay sucks. Can you please show your Harma tournament points? Okay, yeah. I'm not, yeah, I haven't really looked at it actually. See, that's the key. That's the key, guys. Don't look at it so you don't feel extreme FOMO. So right now for me, I haven't looked at it since it started because I know I can't participate in it. I know I can't participate in it. I just look at this, how much time I have left, because I know I need to get the Titan points, but I don't look at the scores. Because I don't want to feel extreme FOMO because I want this 5-star Harma really badly. But I can't participate. Looks like this guy might be still in it, this 3rd place guy. But 1st place is 31K. Hey Paisan, how are you, man? 32 and 29K. Here's to 0. I'm going crazy for 25. 1st place is 40K. Yeah, so you see how many points I have? I have 222. Like, I know I need to get this. I'll probably get the 10K for the book. But the last event that I did was the Uko event. And this event is way better than the Uko event. So for Uko, it was only a 4-star Uko, and I think I did like 40,000 points or something. In hindsight, this event is like a million times better because first of all, it's a 5-star, and Harma, I guess you can argue Harma is like a more game relevant champion than Uko, maybe. But yeah, the 5-star value is very high. Very, very high. But it's at 32K already. I can definitely see it being, I don't know, 50K, 60K. Who knows? At the end of it. Still 2 days left, right? Yeah, best of luck, guys. If you guys are going for a Harma, hopefully, my advice is to, let them know that you're here. Like, unless you're holding back some big points at the end and you're willing to play for the final hours of the tournament, let them know that you're here. Double what they have. Double 2nd place. Make them feel that they cannot catch you, like right away, before they start putting points in and then feeling sunk cost fallacy. Because once people feel they've sunk in significant resources, then they probably won't come out. And then it's gonna be a battle to the death, right? Hey Reigns, what's up, man? Welcome, man. How are you today? Good. I'm good, thanks. Archer pulls for you? No, I gave up, dude. I don't. I don't chase. I don't try. I don't chase the FOMO. Free to play, man. Can't chase that. If you start chasing it, then there's no end to chasing things like that. But yeah, hopefully you got some good pulls. Chasing Archer. Can I screenshot your Harma masteries? Yes, sure. Just give me a sec with this tag team fight. We'll have a look at Harma. I guess I should make an updated Harma video. I do have like 2 build videos, 2 playtest videos with Harma, but it's been a while. But there's no real revelation to be had with Harma. She's just a damage dealer, right? And you don't need to gear or build her any different. So here's my Harma. I only use her actually, that's not true. I use her for all areas of the game. Actually, that's not true either. I use her for both PvP and PvE content. So I use her for Hydra. She's in my Hydra brutal or hard team, and she's one of my main damage dealers for live arena. Oh, and don't forget to book Georgia. Thank you. I forgot about that. I will book Georgia. I think he's the only one that I will book this CVC, I think. Let's see. Masteries. Is my head in the way? My head is in the way. There you go. Most people pull for her recently. I have 2 Harma videos. They're basically the same thing. Well, they're not actually the same thing. One video shows her in like a 6-piece stone skin, very slow, just to use her passive, and then the other one is the nuke build, which is basically what I have right now. And yeah, the nuke build is just, you know, a million times better, right? Use bombs. What do you mean use bombs? Bombs against Harma? I just did 11 ancients from gems, got Duchess. Oh yeah, nice, man. Grats, dude. Yeah, Duchess is huge. Yeah, enjoy. Yeah, on this account, this is my main account. On my main account, I pulled Duchess was my first legendary. She was my first legendary I pulled on this account, and then after that, like, it's basically game over, right? So with Duchess, you can do all content in the game, and then I pulled a second Duchess. So actually, I have 2 Duchesses on this account, which is like super insane because you can build them totally different. So yeah, it's actually pretty cool. But this account has like insane luck, right? Cardinal was your first. Wow, Cardinal is really nice too. I would love a Cardinal on my main account. I have Cardinal on my second account, not on my main account, but I would love Cardinal. But I think with Mikagi, don't need cardio as much anymore with Mikagi. Level 55. Yeah, I don't think Cardinal's as big of a carry as Duchess, because like Duchess, you just basically give her like any gear that makes her tanky, and then she can just like keep your team alive in like all dungeons and like do all sorts of content, right? Cardiel probably needs to have like a build around him. I'll show you guys my Cardiel actually. I do have Cardiel. Actually, Cardiel, sorry. So this is my Cardiel. He's on my second account. I love this guy. I haven't built with bit of resistance, not too much, but he's in 4-piece stone skin. He's really good. I love him. Yeah, both accounts free to play, so these are just like good luck pulls, right? Obviously you get the like bad luck pulls or whatever. Like my this account, on my second account, I just pulled Visix in the last 2x void. So I know people like see me pull a lot of good stuff, but then they forget that I get bad stuff too. So, you know, Yeah, so I pulled Visix, and then I pulled Blind Seer right after. So it's kind of like, you know, uh, don't I just don't try to make a ginormous deal out of it, I guess. Yeah, Mikagi is awesome. Um, she doesn't need books if you're hurting for books. But she doesn't take that many books, so she's reasonable to book, even for mythical books. Yeah, I do play 2 accounts. It's kind of like my the what is it called, the where you always have to be in the action. My addictiveness to the game. I love like these grindy games. Like I played Diablo like super hard because I just love, like, I don't know why, like the repetitive grind to find, to get lucky, to get a good drop, right? For some reason that, like, I enjoy that. Some people don't like the repetitiveness, but I enjoy it. So for me, like, having 2 accounts is not a big deal. Yeah, mythics. What happened to your epics? You need epics. Just fuse Mikagi, no big deal. Do you think Plarium will do Marichka 15x? Oh, certainly, yeah. It's been a while. And I kind of gave up waiting for it. So basically, like, I pulled for 10x Taras back in June, and then I only pulled for Yumiko recently, so a 15x Yumiko. But I was waiting for Marichka 10x or 15x or whatever for my Mercy for 6 months, and it didn't come. So I kind of got tired waiting for Marichka, and then just pulled for Yumiko. I mean, Yumiko is a very good champion anyways, so, but they'll do it. She's too hot to not offer. Full-time job as well, yeah. Real job and used to have a wife. Yeah, basically, yeah. I'm just a kind of like a regular dude doing regular dude life things, right? Family, wife, kid, full-time job. Like, I'm not a full-time content creator or anything. But yeah. I confuse her, just feeling FOMO. Yeah. Do it. Merchka will be huge for you. I think Georgette might give you a boost as well. Yeah, I think Georgette will be good. There's been some like live arena sessions since where I was like, oh, if I had Georgette, I could probably use Georgette here. But yeah, I think he would be a very good 4th nuker for my account. So I would basically have like the top 4 non-mythical nukers for live arena. And Georgette as an option for the 4th is really, really good. So I'll definitely be able to use him there. But my gear is pretty thin. That's the problem with my account right now, is that my good gear is thinned out, so I can't really like keep up with building so many like damage dealers. That's why like you don't see me use like Quintus too often, or like you don't see me use Quintus at all, because I haven't geared him, because my leftover gear is just not very good. Especially for him, he doesn't have like faction guardians, he doesn't have a blessing, so he's already behind. Yeah. You can do 2 accounts, it takes so long, just do 1. I can't even imagine 2. They don't like you can do 1 and the other at the same time, so it's not like the time adds on top of each other. Like, for example, if it takes you 2 hours to do your dailies on one account, it doesn't take you an additional 2 hours to do dailies on your second account. You kind of do them together. So instead of like 2 hours to do your dailies on one account, it takes you probably 2.5 hours to do dailies on 2 accounts. So, you know, it doesn't add that much more time. Where it adds time is when new content drops and then you need to gear champions, or think about teams that work for 2. The other thing that takes a lot of time is Hydra, because Hydra takes dedicated focused effort usually, unless you're just autoing. And then the other thing is like gear cleansing. So like gear cleansing, you have to focus, you know, 1 account or whatever, and then that takes time. But since I don't do that often, it doesn't take that much time on a daily, right? Now you have pulled Georgia. You probably should focus on speed teams more. Yeah, I've been trying to think of like ways about how to make him work, because it's easy to make him work if you have Necrit, but you won't always have Necrit. So as good as Rose is, I think he is countered too easily in Live Arena, where he stands there so many turns not doing anything. Georgia would be so good against all the stones. Yeah, Rotos. If Rotos wasn't so easily checked, then he would basically run wild. Like, Rotos is such a good champion, right? Yeah, but Georgia, he's just a squishy damage dealer, but he does really, really good. Like, he's the counter to the stone skin, right? But that means you have to, you know, I would have to look to go first. And he doesn't get a boost from like CF or anything, so I have to look for like other ways to make use of him. Let's see if we get lucky on the soul today. Any souls today? Player heard me say Visix and gave me a Visix soul. I can get a 4-star soul. I have enough to get a 4-star soul of something, sorry. So I have 300 here. And then a 5-star of something. So I can get a 4-star and a 5-star. So, see, here's my Harma, 4-star. God damn it. That's why the 5-star would be nice. So I was thinking to go Sifi, 4-star, 5-star. So that's gonna be my long goal, I guess. CV will be my next 6-star. The other option is to do like Warlord. I like Warlord because Warlord actually gets I'll switch Warlord to accuracy and out of sheep, but he gets a nice relevant stat boost, whereas like CV won't get relevant stat boost at 4-star. But I find Warlord, I mentioned this in a couple of videos, that I think Warlord in general will be less meta in the future because of mythicals. So happy I got him myself. Yeah, Rose was game changing for my arena teams. Even when I got him, I didn't have a good roster or anything. Not like super advanced, right? But he was so insane. Without Necrit, I play my Georgia in 1-turn stone skin. You know, I was thinking about that, man. I was like, I think stone skin would work, but my account's so sad. I don't have I don't think I have like a single crit damage glove, like stone skin glove. That's like half decent. So the builds that come out for stone skin are just not very good. They all use like crit rate gloves or something. You got 2-star soul for Rotos? Nice, yeah. For me, I do have a 2-star for Georgia, so that's really nice. So I don't have to grind that up. So I got energy. Feels good. I was saying I did a 300 item gear cleanse last night, so that feels super nice. Hold on, I gotta make sure that I fulfill the forge pass. Yeah, I need a helmet. See, this is what I have to look out for. because I have like no gear on this account that's not rolled. So if I didn't have the piece of gear, I would have to go to campaign to find a piece of gear. Junk. Yeah, 5-star. I'm pretty beyond 5-star gear now, so I don't even look at 5-star most of the time. All right. Waiting for 3-star. Yeah, Rotos actually benefits a lot from Ward of the Fallen. That's such a good blessing for Rotos, especially at 6-star. 6-star, you get speed, HP, and crit damage. It's like, yeah, that's perfect. It's perfect for him. What they need to do is like make a stupid defense-based damage dealing blessing. Like, why is there's no defense-based blessing for damage? Doesn't make any sense. Would you take Lord of the Fallen or Sheep on Harma? Kind of thinking of swap Lord of the Fallen. Yes. If I had a 6-star Harma, I would take. Actually, you know what? It's hard to say because 6-star Sheep on Harma is so good because she doesn't need accuracy, right, to land sheep, and it just protects her. I was thinking about War of the Fallen for her as well because HP, the extra bone armor stacks, keeps her alive. It makes her super tanky, and then obviously extra crit damage as well. It's hard to say, man. I think it's hard to say. I was really on board with Ward of the Fallen for extra damage, but Sheep might give her like that X factor, I guess. Hard to say. I would have to think about that if I ever get a 6-star for Harma. But right now, not going to think about that at all. Actually, right now, I think I have sheep on her right now. But I probably should use Ward of the Fallen. I think. Let me double check. Actually, I do have Ward of the Fallen, yeah. I have Ward of the Fallen for some extra damage. HP is nice too, like 44k. Yeah. My Harma is like quick, but she's not super strong. Like 5.7k defense at this level is not, it's not too insane. Yeah, this should be like, I don't know, 6.7k or something. But my defense based gear just kind of sucks. Like, look at this. Look at these accessories, man. Like, just shake my head. Like, this is the best ring on my account. Shake my head, man. You go sheep, yeah, but if you go sheep, you try to give her like a little bit of accuracy, like 150 or something. Like, try to make sheep happen like once in a while. Like maybe like if a Ragash is like trying to stun her or something, have a chance to sheep go off. Using my best nuke gear, 7k defense, 265 crit, but it comes with accuracy because weird gear. Yeah, maybe sheep makes sense. Maybe sheep would make sense for her. My Rose isn't as good, but it's pretty decent for level 94, 41k, 4.6k attack. Yeah, that's great. I mean, lethal, cruel too. I used the Rotos for a long time with like no speed, like 150 speed or something. And I would put him in a go second team, let my team get nuked, and then he'll take a turn. But I basically just stacked him up with damage with no speed, right? So the speed is important, especially for live arena. Live arena, you definitely need speed. Because if you don't, you're just going to get picked apart. Usually. Yay! We get really good for Iron Twins today, actually. Do I recommend doing Iron Twins? No, Iron Twins is total junk. junk content, but needs to be done. Okay, so where are we at for points here? I'm gonna do some other stuff. I want to do some crafting. 60k. Yeah, so 60k. So let's do some crafting. What do we got? 143 speed, 200 accuracy. Okay, let's do 100 pieces. Let's do 100 pieces. We'll sort it out in the bin since we have 300 spaces now. So nice. You. Okay. I can't build a go second team. No UDK, Necro, or Vogoth. Yeah, without those ones, it kind of sucks. 2 6-star boots, that's nice. You know, I ran a go second team for a long time, and it was like Seeker lead with Sandlash at the end. It's a very old team, but I ran that for a long time. And it kind of works, right? Depending on your nukers. Rotos would work in that team. So Seeker lead with Sandlash in the last spot. It's surprisingly effective, especially against like generic speed teams. Susan. Yeah, Susan would be interesting. I wouldn't mind a Susan, I think. Doesn't look too hopeful here from the gear. Yeah, 5-star Lego is like kind of nothing. Yeah, also if you guys are like struggling for silver, Forge is like the best place for silver, right? It's like so let's say like, so I started this CVC around 750 or something. So I'll be getting like, I'll probably get like 50 million silver at the end of CVC. So the way I do this is 5-star, sell it all. Doesn't matter if it's legendary, I would sell it all. So 2 million, 6-star rares, sell it all. The only thing I would not sell is probably like a boot with accuracy. So something like this, I keep that. This one I keep, boot, speed, accuracy. So I would keep these 3 boots, then sell the rest. And then sort like this, 6-star. So this is the way I would do it to sort through the gear. 6-star epics, I would have a look. Some pieces I can still kind of use, but they have to be pretty good pieces. So like mainly you're looking for sorry, my head's in the way again. Mainly you're looking for like speed and accuracy, for obviously perception, which is an accuracy set. So anything without speed and accuracy, it's gone. So speed and accuracy, even with a bad sub, like this one's probably gone because there's no real hope for this. Like I have lots of gear with like triple accuracy, triple speed, but this is a really low roll speed, and this is and then this is a really bad sub, just flat attack. So no real hope for that piece. This one's okay. I mean, it's still not good, but maybe take a chance on it for a triple. This one is actually okay. A glove with speed and accuracy and resistance, which is kind of related, and then the defense percentage, very good. Good glove. Crit rate, no thanks. Crit damage with triple speed and accuracy. We'll take a shot with this one. And then, yeah, looking for speed subs, speed main stat. So 1.3. Yeah, so. And then these are our legendary bunch. 5-star legendaries all sold. This one we can do quad accuracy. If we don't get quad, it's gone. Nope, it's gone. This one's good. We'll save that one. Speed and accuracy. This one also single accuracy roll. Damn, we hit the accuracy there. So now we have to continue. Okay, it's gone. Speed and accuracy. Speed and accuracy. This one's like a damage chest. Attack percentage damage chest. This could be interesting. No speed though. Sometimes these types of pieces are useful. I'm gonna hold on to it. Accuracy chest with speed. That's definitely a keeper for sure. Okay, start selling stuff here. Ooh, this one's also could be useful. I mean, it's not a damage dealer. It's not like a premium damage dealer boot, but it can go on like some off champions. Keep that. This one's garbage. Okay, so that's garbage. I'll roll this later. And then that's gone. That's gone. All right. So actually we got some potential. I want to forge like 500 items, but I don't want to spend the time later selling. Yeah. When you do spend in raid, what packs do you usually go for? I never spent in raid, so I'm fully free to play. Literally spent $0 in this game. So if you were to spend in this game, I would recommend that you buy this daily gem pack. Is one of the best values in the game. You get 2100 gems over a month for $10 US. It's great value relative to everything else. And then like you can see like my pack offers, they're basically like as good, like they're free to play offers, right? So since I don't spend, they try to give you the best offers to make you spend. But you know, if you're a spender, you won't get these offers. You won't get anywhere close to how good the prices are. You'll get like huge price offers. But I would recommend if you're a low spender, you spend on the gem pack. So this thing, or you buy the pass, the forge pass. These are really good value because you get so much material to make good gear, and gear costs energy to make, right? So for me, I don't spend at all. So I can't really say what is good or not, but I have a general idea of what is a good price for things, I think. Okay, so anyways, let's burn some of the energy and hold on. What's going on right now? We have Fire Knight, champ training. Fire Knight champ training. What's this? Dungeon diver. Yeah, man, these are deep. These are deep. Those are some deep dungeon diving. 4-day dungeon diver. The thing is, I'm gonna go ham on this spider tournament because it has banner lords boosted accessories. So I'm probably gonna go ham there. Yeah, let's keep crafting some stuff. So the perception. What do we got here? Let's make another 100. Let's make another 100. Ew. This is like rare tax, right? Make another 100 here. I think if I spend this game, I would get tired of it pretty fast. Yeah, that's one of the things, right? Like, I have no problem spending or with people spending in this game. It's a game, right? You want to enjoy it, spend money, whatever. Time is money. But for me, like, if I spent, I would basically be spending to finish the game quicker. And I don't really want to like spend just to get through the game quicker. So that's why I just kind of like do it free to play, let it come like naturally, enjoy the game at whatever pace, right? You're really disciplined at saving silver. Auto level up. I've been terrible. Yeah, you just gotta be, you know, I try to do things as efficiently as I can, right? So I know that artifact enhancement events, you know, obviously you want to save your upgrades for those events if you can. And yeah, I won't 16 a piece unless I plan on using it, or if I'm planning on gearing a new champion. So there are certain pieces that you want to 16 because you want to see the full picture of the stats, right? And then otherwise you can just hold it as an 8 or a 12. If you hold it as an 8, then you can use it for future events, artifact enhancement events or whatever. I'm going to stop using the accuracy charms. I want to keep at least 100 of the accuracy charms and the speed charms. That's for like other things. And I don't want to use up all the rarity charms too, so I think I'm going to stop. How you don't go mad with all the red dots? Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. It's just the thing. It doesn't bother me. I have a problem with either the game expects and forces you, as well as when players just keep advocating to spend instead of actually play. Otherwise, it's whatever you enjoy. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Like, the thing is with spending and not spending in this game is that you're playing two different games, right? So like me being a non-spender and then telling somebody that's a spender how to play the game, it might not connect right away. Like that's why I think is the biggest challenge between like somebody that doesn't spend versus a spender. They think about the game differently and they play the game differently. So, you know, how do you that's why they kind of don't really like connect, right? And then you see like people, you know, taking it personally or getting upset. It's because they're playing two different games, right? Like if you see a spender suddenly stop spending, they're not playing the same game anymore, and they might not like that they're not playing the same game anymore. And they usually don't end up playing that much longer, playing free to play, because it's, you know, it's not fun, right? It's not fun being restricted, you know, restricted on silver, restricted on shards, restricted on energy, you know. So yeah, it is what it is. What are they doing? Oh yeah, 5-star all gone. 56 pieces, 5-star pieces all gone. So 2.5 million. 6-star rare. So rare, I will probably, like I said, dump all unless it's a 6-star boot with accuracy. I think my head's in the way again. Oh, this one has accuracy and resistance, which is good. This one has accuracy as well, which is good. And this one has accuracy. Wow. We are stocking up those accuracy perception boots. Oh, I better save it before I delete it. Sell. All right. All right. So epics, 6-star epics. So at this point, I'll individually select. It's actually a decent piece for some people, but yeah, it's a low roll for me. 5% is the low, and then accuracy is average. It's just not a good piece anymore. I have lots of pieces like that. That's why it's not a good piece for me. Looking for speed and accuracy only. On epics, definitely have to be a bit harder on it. I guess this one is okay. This one's okay. Oop. This one, yep, keep. Speed and accuracy. Speed? No, no thanks. No thanks. Resistance. Sometimes a chest like this can be useful. That's no good. That's no good. Okay. If I don't hit speed, I think I'm out. Hmm. Hmm. I am out. All right. So 6-star legendary pieces. Speed, no accuracy. If I don't hit speed, I'm out. I hit speed, so I'm in. Out. Same idea here. If I don't hit speed, I'm out. I'm out. Same thing here. Similar pieces. No speed accuracy, just speed. Okay, I'm in. Okay, I'm continuing. I'm getting excited. Oh, I'm out. 23 is the cap. I don't know if I want to take this to 16 though. It's a pretty crappy helm. Sorry guys, missed chat a little bit here. I think free to play is much more challenging. Yeah, it's different. You're restricted, right? So you need to manage your resources properly. I have a clanmate that spent a ton of money at the beginning and got a bunch of champs that stopped playing not even a year later. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Once you have everything, you're done. And then once you stop spending, after you spent a lot, the game changes, right? Because you can't buy chickens anymore. You got to train stuff. You know, you have to farm, you have to grind stupid stuff like potions. You know, the game just changes, right? So yeah. Good points, man. I've been thinking about spending, being a tax return so close, but you guys are motivating me to, especially because your accounts are, you know, not every account's going to be like, you know, like my level. Like, personally, I think I have like the strongest like free to play account in the whole game. Like personally, so like I don't want to set unrealistic expectations, but obviously I spent a lot of time on this account and I make it as good as I can. Like I have gear. The gear is important, right? Because gear can't come, and if you have good champs, your account would be, you know, you have the foundation, but you need the gear to make your account shine. So some people, they have lots of champs and whatever, they spend a lot of money, but they don't have gear, so their account never really shines. So for me, like I spent a lot of time farming gear, working on gear. These two are great shields, so I'm gonna save those. But they never get the gear, so that's the thing, right? I don't want that. That's gone. I could go for a quad speed. Keep. Gone. Oh, good one. Okay. Oh, sorry. Ramble. Speed or I'm out. Yeah, we continue. Okay, I'm out. Yeah, but honestly, like this game is totally playable, free to play, and honestly, it's more. I find it more enjoyable. Like if you use like, you know, I think of like your champion pool, right? Like you have like a toolbox of like stuff. When you're like starting this game, you have like nothing. You have like no tools. But the more you play this game, the more tools you acquire, and then when new content drops, where you're trying to progress through content, you have to be like, okay, I have to find the tool to get through this content. And I think that's like the most fun, when you have to figure out like little puzzle part where you have to piece whatever you have together. Once you have everything, like if you're a big spender, you wailed out, you got everything, it's no fun anymore because you have everything. It's no fun anymore. So that's why, like, I think like, especially like something like Faction Wars, when you're starting this game, Faction Wars is like really kind of fun, because it was like hard enough to make it difficult but not too hard, but it can be easy if you have the right tools. So I found Faction Wars and like Doom Tower to some extent was actually really well done. Just for where you would be at in terms of progression, I think they nailed it with Faction Wars and Doom Tower. Like it wasn't too hard, but just hard enough to make you sweat, you know. monthly gem pack, sometimes on 400. I mean, that's perfect. Yeah. I mean, if you have like a small budget, you know, if you just want to like enjoy the game a little bit more, have a little bit more flexibility, some freedom, gem pack is perfect. The forge pass gives you a nice boost for some good gear, so that's very good. They're good value too, so way better value than like energy or like shards. I mean, shards are gotta be like the worst value. Um, yeah, or books. Yeah, basically you just said what I just said was bad value. Energy, shards, and books. Yeah. 400 speed Haikatune beats a 350 speed Arbor. Exactly, yeah. I had a climbmate that was a huge spender and had already strong champs, but he was clueless on what to do with them and was struggling in most areas, so knowing how to actually play is essential. 100%, yeah. It's, you know, and that we see that in all clans, right? We see that all throughout the game, because the game is like, I think people play the game like for different reasons, right? You could basically play this as like a gambling game. Like, you know, people enjoy getting lucky, beating the odds and all that stuff. So that's one part of the game. The other part of the game is there's like strategy. You could, you know, it could be a strategic game, PvP strategic game, or it could be like, you know, dungeon crawler game, or it could be, there's so many different games and people play it for different reasons, right? Being good at all aspects of the game is not necessary. You can definitely just find enjoyment playing one part of the game, and that might be the healthiest way, right? Like some people, they just want to pull stuff. They just want to, you know, gamble, beat the odds, and then don't care about anything else. They don't care about progression. They don't care about nothing. They just want to pull stuff. And, you know, that might be the healthiest way to play this game. Yeah, like if you just care about Hydra, you know, you just care about Hydra. Do the bare minimum for everything. Some people really like clan boss. They still like building clan boss teams, right? So, you know, you do the bare minimum for everything, and then you just have cool clan boss teams. Spending for champs creates a books shortage. Yeah. Spending for champs creates a gear shortage. This game is about champs and gear, and there's no shortcut or pay to win option for all the RNG factors. Exactly. Yeah, it's a slippery slope, right? Like the fun of this game is to pull champs, but after you get the champs, you got to book them out, which costs money, or you got to gear them up, which costs money, or energy. It's an endless cycle of spending. Some people are like, I'm just going to spend this, or I just want to get more champs. But it doesn't end at more champs, because now you need chickens for your champs. Then you need the books for your champs. And then you need the gear for your champs. And then there's going to be a new champ in 2 weeks. And then it's going to be a fusion. And then you're going to need resources to do that. Oh, I'm just going to, you know, it's endless. But you just have to be real, right? Like, you know, just be real. And you know what? The thing that actually bothers me is when people, you know, actually it doesn't bother me, but I see it a lot where people, they misrepresent, right? Where they're like, you know, they don't like telling people that they spend, or they feel like some shame about it. And there's definitely like spending shame in this game where you shame people for spending. Like, who cares, right? But, you know, I don't think people should lie about it, right? It's like some people, like, they lie about being free to play, but they're not actually free to play. And it's kind of like, why? You don't need to, man. You don't need to lie about it. It's just, we're just playing different games. That's all. It's not like it's one better or the other. Like, if you are a spender, then you have access to more things, you know, that's about it. But it doesn't mean I can't enjoy the game as free to play. And it doesn't mean you are, you know, superior to me because you spend money in this game, you have more stuff, but we're just playing a different game. Like, I don't know. And there's no end to spending. That's the thing. It's a bottomless pit. When you're free to play, you know your limit. Your limit is you cannot spend. And you can only use your resources that are in the game currently. You can't just reach into your bag and grab more resources. So, yeah, it's a totally different game. Totally different game. So, it's hard to compare the two. But it's important to see the differences. Recognize the differences for sure. Like if you're a spender trying to replicate a free-to-play, you're probably not going to work out for you. And if you're a free-to-play replicating a spender, you cannot, right? So Huge amount of knowledge. Yeah, it's actually a deep game. Raid is a deep game. It's more complex than. It surprised me with how complex it can be, but there's definitely some things in the game that show that the game is not about like being complex. Like things don't work consistently, which means the devs don't really put too much time into testing or working out all like the little issues with the game. So that to me makes it feel not balanced, right? And the fact that this game is not balanced also makes me believe that this game was not intended to be as complex as it is initially. So it's complex now because there's so many champions and they're trying to be different or make, you know, kits more unique so people will buy them. But adding so many champions with complex kits gonna lead to issues, right? And that's kind of what's happening. So the game feels overly complex, but I don't think it was initially designed to be that way. You have so many level 50 champs. I decided to stop pulling with Archer besides fusions. Time to build up my shards again. Yeah. Level 50s I found is like one of the ways that newer players definitely spend too much resources on. However, like level 50s are useful for like faction wars or something. But depends where you are, right? Like if you don't need to make a 50, then don't. Or if you make a 50, go all the way and make a 60. This kind of thing. But some areas don't require you to, you know, need a 60, right? Like for example, like Iron Twins. Iron Twins, I use a 30 Painkeeper. I noticed the CC are starting to show their pull sessions when they don't get what they are going for. I think that's healthy. I didn't know that they didn't do that. Do CCs not do that? Like if they pull something, if they have a bad pull session, they withhold it. I think, yeah, I think it's healthy. And yeah, it's healthy. It's healthy. That's a right word for it, for sure. I know some people, they edit out their live arena like losses and their struggles. Like I don't mind showing myself struggling in the game, like, you know what I mean, because that's normal, right? There's going to be things that give me a hard time, and it's definitely something that I think viewers can relate to because they have their own struggles in the game. So you see I made about 10 million silver just by working perception, so it's pretty pretty easy for silver. I'm gonna make sure I went through everything. I never crafted any instinct gear. I thought instinct, like I'm not gonna be able to get a super good set from 50 pieces. Here we'll do 100 pieces, 100 more pieces of perception, and I think we'll be done with perception here. At this point, it's kind of like just grinding for silver. Huh? Bugging out. Bugging out. Oh no, it bugged out. Okay, whatever. I'll just do it the hard way then. Let's chill with chat. MTG Jedi, he has a gambling problem. It's sad. He's wailing so hard last few months. I didn't know he was wailing. I guess I saw some of his pull videos, but he doesn't strike me as a whale. like more so than like somebody else. The duos really complicate the meta and game balances. Yeah, it's basically like if you don't have them, then it's hard. You only started playing because of a Twitch streamer I wanted to support who did a promo. Why would I want to play a game that is auto for most of it? You know, that's how I started playing Raid, actually. I used to be a Twitch streamer for Hearthstone. So Hearthstone is a Blizzard game. It's based around, it's a card game. So I used to be a Twitch streamer for Hearthstone. I'm a partnered Twitch streamer, so I was, you know, in the sphere of Twitch streaming. Being a partner is a pretty big deal, and that was something I worked towards. But then I got a promo offer to play Raid, and I was like, okay, I'll check it out. It looks cool. First of all, the graphics look great. I'll check it out, and it's like I like the dungeon diving part of it. You know, gearing up and stuff is obviously what I like. And then I dropped the game after like the first day, and after my promo. But then I played it throughout the next couple weeks, and then yeah, I really liked it. And the AFK really worked because I had a baby, so it was hard to like sit down and play a game for like 15 minutes, because like when you're playing like Hearthstone, it's like a card game, right? It's one-on-one, and you can't really just auto it, so you need to be like focused. And so when I had my child who was young, require a lot of attention, right? So I can't really just sit at the computer and play. So AFK game was great, just worked for me. And then now we're here, so playing Raid. So how much complicated and fun is different strats you can make? Yeah, only CC I used to watch pulling shards was Ash, and he always showed them as far as I know. Yeah, Ash is yeah, he's good. He's a fun guy. He knows exactly what he's up to, right? He's like, yep, you know, haven't showed a shard video in a while. Let's buy some shards. So he's he knows what's up. Okay. Five-star rare, all gone. Be careful with the cells. Okay. Sorry, chat. Some of the comment they recently started to post losing sessions. I think it's normal to post it because it's like people will, you know, still be curious what you pull, right? I know for myself personally, I don't even think about not posting pull videos because it's just normal, right? Like you're not gonna hit every time. Yeah, you're not gonna hit every time, and that's the reality. What do you farm in Doom Tower? Good question, man. Lethal is the most important. Anything else besides lethal is not super relevant. This rotation I'm farming Griffin. The Griffin Guardian gear is basically like it's a 10% heal, right? So regeneration set is used everywhere. It's a 15% heal on regeneration set. So Griffin is 10% heal, and then they have small ally protection as well. So it's not as straight up good, not as straight up as much healing as regeneration, but it's still, you know, still 10%. So it's still pretty good. You can still use it on like tanky champions or like supports, especially if you don't have that much regen gear. So for me, it's a regen gear, this rotation. Oh, I appreciate that, Reigns. Thank you, man. I put Instinct on Rotos for his big move, but I might go back to Savage. It depends, right? Like if you have better Instinct or better Savage. And it depends if you use Rotos a lot. Yeah, yeah, it's good to have your best gear on your best nukers, right? I've seen around 5cc's pull the same void Lego on the last 2x event. Is this because it's relatively new trap? Trying not to be cynical, it just seemed fishy. You know, as far as we know, and as far as what Plarium has told us, there's no boosted rates on new champions, and or any kind of rate manipulation like that. As far as I know, and as far as we know, but that doesn't mean that, I don't know. It would be illegal if they boosted rates for some things without declaring it. I think it would be illegal. So I think they would have to be very careful about that. But I think since you're seeing the same champion, you might be noticing it a bit more. It's kind of like, you know, the idea when you buy a new car. Previously, before you bought that new car, you never noticed that car before, but after you bought it for yourself, you notice that car everywhere. And I think this is the same idea, right? So once you see 1cc pull one champion, you're going to start noticing that champion more and more, especially if you watch, you know, shortly after. Yeah, I forgot what it's called, like recency bias. Is it called recency bias or something? Whatever you see or do like recently, then you're more inclined to think about it or something. Gamoran. It's weird how it happens. I mean, you know, it does seem fishy, yeah. And it does seem fishy like when mythicals were introduced, or primals, no, mythicals. Yeah, mythicals were introduced. You started seeing a lot more mythicals in from summons, from soulstone summons, even though the odds are very low. So it was kind of fishy like that way. And then we always suspect like there was some kind of boosted thing going on in the background, but no one mentioned it. I don't know. Could be just biased too, right? Affinity Breaker can be okay if you have a non-void provoker. Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, Affinity Breaker. I don't really play Affinity Breaker. I don't have a good set. Just nothing I invested in. So I'm at 100K here. Dude, I'm at top 10, man. Doing very good. Doing very good. Hold on. Check this. Sand Devil Shogun. It's really sucky that these get boosted, but we have a Dungeon Diver going on right now, and we still have like a Fire Night event that's happening. I can book Georgia. Georgia's gonna be a guaranteed book right now. 25 books. How much does she need? 711. Damn, that sucks. He's guaranteed book anyways, so I'll book him out. I saw a video about like an arcade. You're allowed to set the machines to a certain amount of our rig, like 30% or something. Yeah, I think yeah, they have to declare it, right? Like if they told us, like they tell us the odds, therefore it's our own decision to, you know, participate. You know, and I think that's the legal way of doing it. If they do something in the background, then it's kind of fishy, right? You forgot you already pulled him, or both your account is the same week. Hey senpai, pulled Harma over the weekend. Now I'm battling in this tournament for a soul. Oh, good luck, man. Shit, that can be very deep and nasty. So I need to do masteries for him. 14 books. Right now I'm like just treading water on these books. So like I don't necessarily want to book any other champion. Like the owl. I kind of want to play with the owl. Although she won't necessarily be in any team. Like I don't need her in any team. Rathalos. Like I don't really care about Rathalos, to be honest. Like I've seen some good stuff on him, but I don't really care about him. Like I got this Outreon. He's good. I don't really need him as well, so it's kind of like I'm just gonna chill with these books, and I'll get the points elsewhere. You know what I mean? It's legal and they don't have to say anything. Oh, okay. It's fishy. Mythical Awakening are easier to pull than legendaries. Definitely boosted to create FOMO. And yes, I'm wearing my tin. You know, like me too, man. I kind of agree. It does feel a little bit interesting. The rates are not okay for sure. You want to see Georgia next LA? Maybe I'll run masteries when I'm at work. So right now it's just about 5 a.m. for me, so I have to prepare for work pretty soon. But I'll do some stuff while I'm at work. Gwendolyn's amazing. I think she can make it in Hydra team for sure. I think my Hydra teams are pretty set. Like I have a Trunda team. Oh, speaking of, I have to get my quests. Oh man. Oh wait. I shouldn't get quests for this one. Because I'm leaving after. Okay, so this one. Actually, some big news actually is that I'm leaving my clan of 3 years to join another cluster. That's actually big news. So this is my last CVC with my current clan, and then we'll be moving the account. Uh, 19 turns. Okay, done. Last Lego you got was Harma. Now this tournament, somewhat suspicious. Well, they're trying to capitalize on the 2x or whatever, the 25x for Harma. When do you actually sleep then? I sleep about like 4 or 5 hours a day. Yeah, it's not super healthy. I've been up since about 3 a.m. Yeah, 3 a.m. due to stream. And then it's 5 a.m. and I'm gonna go to work. Get ready to go to work. Go to work. Come home. Family stuff. And then play when family is sleeping. Which one are you joining? Actually, I'm joining the former Sin clan. So I'm joining the former Sin clan. It's the same clan that Nupkex is in, just by random. It's just a clan that fit what I wanted in terms of what I can do, like requirements and Hydra and all that stuff. But basically, like, I love my cluster. Like, I'm the leader of my I'm the leader of my clan. We have a 10 clan cluster, and I've been here ever since I started raid. So for 3 years, I've never been with any other clan. So I feel like I wanted to go and explore, push my account to its potential, and you know, we can learn some stuff, bring it back to my cluster, of course. Just because, like, you know, our cluster was basically like a very casual clan cluster, and then it's developed into much more competitive. Like, it's very like well functioning now, but it took a while to get there, right? So I definitely am attached to it, but I feel like I want to also, like, you know, kind of spread my wings and like see what's out there. So, and I also don't join other people's discords unless I'm actively participating in it. So having to explore another discord with the massive amount of people in it is actually, it's kind of like when you, it's definitely like a feeling of like going to a big city. So coming from like a small, like very tight cluster, and then going to a really big cluster with like Sin. So, and Sin recently did like a merge where they combined with Panda, they combined with Rat. So it's a massive cluster, and many ultra endgame players play there. So it's definitely going to like a big city. So it's really cool, right? And there's lots of info, and then, you know, it's good to like absorb and then try to filter back to your home cluster and stuff like that. So I think it'll be fun. but it's tough to kind of leave your home cluster, right? But with that being said, I have two accounts. So one is Boozilla, one is Boozor, and Boozilla is my stronger account. So I'm going to take this one out, and then I'll explore with this one, but I'll keep my other account happily in my home cluster, and it's still leader of the clan and still leader of the and I'll still participate in Discord. I'm not going anywhere, so it's just gonna be business as usual. So yeah. You get scouted, your account is crazy. I've been asked to like move, but I never really entertained it. And then when I made it known that I wanted to explore, then I was definitely offered a lot. Took me a while, but my first choice was to go to MAD. My first choice was to go to MAD. I had a conversation with the MAD leader, and I fully understand the position. Is basically like my Hydra is not strong enough, and they would have to carry me, which I don't really like, right? I don't like being carried, but yeah, so that was the situation. And then I'm pretty sure that was why I didn't get in, and that's still a problem for me. My main focus is like more PvP, like arena. So I want to do as well as I can with my account in arena. And I think MAD, they're regarded as probably the best PvP clan. But either way, it's all good. It doesn't really matter, right? But yeah, so and then yeah, that's about it. Sin made sense, lots of options. Clan looks great, people are great, so fun. And yeah, I'm not even in the clan yet, and they already treat me like I'm in the clan. I could just be a spy. Most of the time I get attack and res glyphs are super rarely speed glyph. How is that possible? Oh man, yeah, the speed glyphs, that's tough, man. Speed glyphs go too fast. Maybe some collabs. Yeah, collabs are fun. The problem is, a lot of a lot of content creators, they're in the UK, right? UK or UK time zone. So I don't know where you guys are at in terms of your time zone. You guys can let me know in the chat. But for me, I'm West Coast, North America. So UK is 8 to 10 hours ahead. So for UK, right now, it's, afternoon, 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and it's 5 a.m. for me. So it's hard to coordinate that logistically with people. And also, like, you kind of want to, like, have a topic that's kind of interesting and kind of, like, you want someone to, like, mesh with or have some common interest, right? That kind of thing. And, it's difficult, especially finding the time and coordinating and all that stuff. So, especially in different time zones. Yeah, my main account initially, this one is Boozor. So my Boozor account is actually the one I created first, but the luck on my second account, Boozor account, is not as good, obviously. I can show you guys the roster on my Boozor account, but is nothing compared to the Boozilla account. So Boozilla was created in December, so 3 months after. So you guys, like, this is the one I play the most on my channel, right? Because it's the PvP one. It has all the champs and whatnot. But I'll show you guys the my Boozor account. It's just running Fire Knight right now. But yeah, I'm totally down to do collabs. It's just finding the time. How much do you do in Hydra? I pulled Trunda a couple weeks ago. So if you guys are following my videos, I pulled Trunda a couple weeks ago. And I made a Trunda team. And this week I did 2.3 billion with my Trunda team. I only have a single Trunda, no Yumiko, and I think that was pretty good. So my Hydra Clash damage, I'll show you guys my Hydra Clash damage. So there, that's my best. This is my best so far. And this is the team I was using. So Trunda, Kaimar, Nia for reset. But prior to picking up Trunda, I was doing damage like around this level. So this is my, my second account. I was doing damage about this level, like 1.5 to 2. But now with Trunda, basically just doubled it easily. So, Arena, you're more than qualified. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. They're probably looking a little bit higher. Like I have no hard feelings or anything. Like, your LA videos are super cool. Keep it up. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. It's not for everybody. Some people don't like the LA videos because they're like long form. But I try to keep it as interesting as possible and not too much downtime and stuff. I used to be a streamer, right? So it's kind of just like streaming, hanging out. But I try to offer some funny insights. But anyways, here's my Buzor account. So I'll show you guys this account, so you guys can have a look. It's a big difference from my Buzilla account. Swiss, this time is perfect. Raid stream during work hours. Nice. Yeah, so usually I stream every CVC. So if you guys are interested, make sure you guys hit that follow button, like the video, of course, that really helps. But I try to keep up with one stream every 2 weeks, which I think is very reasonable. So if you guys like it, pop by, hang out, talk, chat, ask some questions. See what's up. It's easy 20 gems to switch it. I don't want to switch it. People get confused. 15 champs I don't have. You have 160. Yeah, my main account is pretty nuts. In terms of overall shard luck. Like you can see here on my second account, like it has some good pulls, right? Like we have Hegemon, we have Cardio. A lot of them are just fusions or guarantees. Like Turbo was guarantee. I pull Harma, which is great. Rotos is great. 200 Rock is great, especially for Hydra. Candrafon was a guarantee. I mean, like what else? Mishinaki was a guarantee. Elva was a guarantee. Necmo was a guarantee. Nut Fusion. Like we got this guy. Like, not like Ragash. 2 Septimus. Not too crazy, right? Like, and then you check the vault. Like the vault's just horrendous. There's some Astrolith, probably the biggest shout that's just chilling there. I don't use Lord Shazar. Here's my other vault. 60 Raglan, never used her. 60 Mountain King, never used her. I have a second Tormin from the event. Yeah. So definitely not as good luck on this account. Like compared to my main account, right? I got Taras, Rotos, Harma, Necrit, Sifi, Warlord, Duchess times 2 Duchess, Leorius, Ethos. I pulled Georgid. Yeah. Pulled this guy, pulled Trunda. That came from the event. Yeah, so. Are you in Canada? Yes, Canada. You can tell by the shop prices. Trunda super broken. Yes, she is. They are keeping it as is, which is ridiculous. I think that's ridiculous that they are keeping it as is. Like, I have Trunda and I want her to be nerfed into the ground because the way she is right now, it makes people's effort feel absolutely like worthless. Like, it doesn't make sense the way it is. Hydra Clash is just horrendous. And the thing is, they're gating a lot of key gear behind it, but they shouldn't. Yeah, it's just horrendous the way it's set up right now. It's weird that Mad Clan said your Hydra points are not there yet, but Sheeny does half and is the main one. But I guess maybe they made the requirement more strict lately. The lead. The leader is very nice. He's very pleasant to talk to. He's very welcoming. He said that they had some concerns that I was free to play and that I couldn't keep up with their clan. That was the words that were said. But to me, like, the writing was kind of like, oh, my Hydra clan damage wasn't up or it needed to be higher. Maybe because their clan was focusing more on Hydra. I don't know. And maybe because Sheeny is already a long-term existing member, maybe he gets some grace. So that's what I think. But it's all good, right? Like, it's all good. I know you're aware you could have done if you really wanted to. Yeah. I used to work in BC. I love your vibes and your energy in live arena content. Hey, awesome, man. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just want to be chill and be informative. I try to help people, I guess, as much as I can. But obviously I want to show what my account is capable of. So I try to play PvP at the highest levels and do PvE at the highest levels as well. And that might not be relevant for a lot of people, right? A lot of people are still progressing through the game, but, you know, because I did progress through the game as a, you know, free to play and still am free to play player, I might have some insight that other people might not have. So I think I still can bring some value. The game is so desperate for another increased speed defense champion. Necrit's passive. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what this year comes, but I think the mythicals are going to take over this year. They're going to start ramping up mythicals and then probably give void mythicals soon. That's my guess. If you got double Yumiko Trunda, no one can get close to you. Exactly. I don't like that. And their response is like so dumb. Their response is basically like, oh, nobody does it. Nobody does it. It's not a problem. Basically, it's a problem for a very small amount of people, and they're not going to fix it because it's going. Yeah, that's kind of like the reasoning, the unspoken reasoning, right? And the other unspoken reasoning is that it's a void legendary that people wailed out on, and if you nerf it, people are gonna get pissed off. That's why they never nerfed Trunda for a long time. But the problem is Yumiko. It's not Trunda. It's Yumiko. Yumiko has the ability to reset herself on her. She has the ability to reset herself. Kymar you cannot reset. So I use a Kymar, but I can't reset or reduce Kymar's Seal of Time. Her Dance of Time can be reset. So that's the problem. And it's going to be a problem forever in all content, regardless, because she has that unique ability to reset herself. So they need to fix that, but they're not going to. The trend reset thing is stupid. What they could balance is having rewards for all places. Yeah, I think so. I'm surprised you were partnered on Twitch and gave it up. It's pretty huge for most streamers, it seems. Yeah, it is. It's a big thing. There's a very small percentage that actually get partnered. But streaming is like a job. It's a job. You stream for. I used to work like 8 hours a day, and then go stream for 4 to 6 hours a day, and then obviously you have to fit in your life, and then you need to fit in sleep. So you can only work 2 jobs for so long, and yeah, it wasn't very healthy. For YouTube, it's a lot different because sometimes I feel inspired and I make a video, and then that's it. I don't need to stream at, you know, a scheduled time where people are expecting you, and if you don't show up at your scheduled time, people get upset or you start losing viewers. So, you know, YouTube's a little bit better, more flexible that way. I saw you face Sheeny on LA. It wasn't even a fair fight. I played him twice. Both times on video. I played him twice. One time was closer than the other one. But I mean, he has much better gear than me. And it's very obvious. He has much better gear than me. Like his neck crit puts my neck crit to shame. So this is my neck crit. But he has better stats than my neck crit. And he has Immortal set on top of Bolster set. His Rotos is +2. But his Rotos is basically same speed. He has an extra 20 crit damage and he has extra 10k health. His gear is very good. Is very good. But yeah, it is what it is, right? It's fun. It's fun to hear commentary from somebody else that's playing you. So I enjoy playing other content creators. It's fun to hear what they think. But to me, like, it feels like Sheeny has a good idea what he's up against, and I have a good idea of what I'm up against. So we kind of know how to play against each other. It's like kind of fun. You show emotion, which is cool. I liked when you said you were still tilted from that last fight. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it happens, right? Like, yeah. People, yeah. I do get tilted because I care, right? I'm competitive that way. But I don't want that feeling to overwhelm my content, because it can get overwhelming sometimes, like especially if it's really going bad. So I try not to let it. But thanks for mentioning that. Broken mechanics of Madman Cadaver, but trying to double Yumiko is fine. Yeah. Yeah, you know, like the content creators are very much in communication and showing our dissatisfaction with a lot of things, and you know, is whether that it gets heard, right? The right people hear it and can do something about it. Like you guys see the upcoming changes to Angar and Fortis. Angar and Fortis, they're getting buffed, right? Is it Angar? It is Angar. Yeah, it is Angar. So they're getting buffed. Angar and Fortis are getting buffed. But they're still probably going to be bad. So they've been like kind of hyping up these champion buffs for so long. But there's no reason to be hyped, right? Like the guy's kit is the same. They just increase the damage, right? So I don't know what their plan is for this guy. This guy cannot be it's kind of set up to be like an arena nuker, but he just can't. He might be more useful as a wave, like dungeon nuker or a doom tower nuker, but yeah, it's just, yeah. And then they're hyping up another champion, Sigmund. They're hyping up this guy, Sigfried, because his kit doesn't make any sense, right? Because then he is a attack based nuker in one form, and then his other form is a support champion, and his passive only triggers when he dies or something. Revives all dead, blah blah blah. Hold on, he has a passive that revives everyone when he dies. If the champion is about to be killed, yeah. No, that must not be right. Anyways, his kit doesn't make sense, right? How do you gear for this champion? You gear him as a nuker or you gear him as a support? Doesn't make sense. So they said they're going to fix this guy. And they also said they're going to fix Sheep, which they haven't done yet. So, you know, but after what they're doing with Angar and Fortis, like, don't expect anything crazy from these guys. They're going to take the lazy way out, right? Most partner on Switch just work as full-time streamers. Yeah, it's tough, man. Like, I met a lot of cool people. That's the thing, you meet a lot of cool people, right? But the life that they have is so hard sometimes, because it's like You live like yeah, you play video games, but like it's not just video games. You guys, I think we are, you know, we should know that by now that it's not just video games. And you don't just get big just by sitting in front of a screen playing video games. You have to. There's lots of other things, right, to be successful, and a level of success that allows you to basically replace work with streaming is very difficult to reach. So like a successful streamer could be, you know, making like $8 an hour. That would be successful. But that's not a living wage, right? You can't live off that. So yeah. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. Staff's 29-second video on the buff is all you need to watch. That's cool. I haven't been watching too much content creators lately. I usually do watch content creators quite a bit. Saf is one of the guys that I do watch quite a bit, actually. Saf and Nubs I do watch quite a bit. Hey, real deal, man. What's up? What's up, dude? Fortis buffs, let's give more damage to a skill that has infinite scaling and not let the skill be used against bosses. Exactly, right? His kit doesn't make sense. His kit doesn't make sense. I pulled him and he sucks. I hope they buff him. Yeah. I think they will follow through after talking about it. They should. Just delete sheep. I don't know what they can do with sheep. Maybe make it apply to one per skill instead of one per debuff. Because right now sheep gets calculated per debuff. So if you have like Riho that applies like 5 debuffs, then you're gonna get sheep chance like 5 times. Similar to how Ramontu like places so many debuffs on one move. They could make it apply once. The thing that would really kill sheep is if only allow 1 sheep per team. If they allow 1 sheep per team, that might actually be enough to bring sheep down. Like, I think that might be the easiest way. Similar to how brimstone can only be applied once. You can only make sheep only apply once per team. I don't know. Something like that. That might be enough. Have you seen any others free to play who got Taras Marichka? I have not. But I don't doubt that some free to play probably has Taras Marichka. What is CC feedback and the buff in the CC chat? They hate it. They think it's dumb. Like we hear the complaints. The CCs are not happy with the updates, the buffs. You gotta be interesting and talkative, otherwise you have no shot. It's not even just interesting and talk. Yeah, exactly. So there's lots of different aspects. If you hit it big, you could be the next ninja. Oh, that's gonna be. I mean, yeah, that's the 1 in 1 billion dream, I guess. Vitreous, my latest new Void Lego is not hitting hard enough, but his kit sounds not so bad. Vitreous actually was. We were excited for Vitreous when he was announced because yeah, his kit sounds great, but yeah, his multiplier is just awful. So he doesn't hit it hard enough. But any champion with bad multipliers is just an easy fix for Plarium, and Plarium seems to like easy fixes. So somebody like Vitreous might see a buff in the future. He might. I agree with Eric. The only way to fix sheep is to remove it. Fortis was my first Void Legendary. I pulled and Mercy pulled. My second was a Mercy and a dupe Carl. Oh my god. Yeah. Sorry, man. It's so painful. Oh, Drock. Yeah. I like Drock. I like his opinions. He's very vocal. I will pull Marichka. That would be nice. Marichka is pretty nuts. Might be the first one who have Taras and Marichka. Got 230 voids for Marichka, 15 and 15x in Valentine's. Got 230 for Marichka, 50x in Valentine's. You mean the last Valentine's? So you got Marichka last Valentine's Day? I think I pulled from Marichka during that Valentine's Day event, but I only had like 60 void shards or something. And then after that, I just saved for Taros. I'm sure another free-to-play has Terrace Marichka. But yeah. Alright guys. Sorry, I think I overstayed a little bit, but it was very nice to chat with all you guys. It was, yeah. I appreciate everybody here. If you guys haven't liked the video, make sure you guys like the video. It definitely helps. Algorithm and stuff. If you guys are new here, I will usually stream every CVC. So if you guys like to stream, you guys like hang out, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button so you guys know when I post stuff and when I go live. But anyways, I really appreciate you guys hanging out. It's actually really fun. This is kind of like the thing that I miss about streaming, is where you can just hang out and just be more personable. Yeah, so thank you guys for that. Hope you guys have a great day. But I gotta get ready for work. So have a good one, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video or the next stream. So take care, everybody. Have a good one. You will try to get Marichka. Good luck, man. I'll try to get Marichka too, but I'll have like 10 void shards. Yeah. Take care, everybody. Thank you. Take care. Watch you smash it. All right. Hard carry. The real deal.